numbers don't lie. Breaking it down, play by play, eye to eye. Stats on the board, heat in the booth, fast takes, deep dives, searching for truth. From the court to the field, it's precision we bring. With a mic and a metric, we dissect everything. Analytics, this, where the game gets real. Feel the data, hear the steel. Crunching numbers, calling plays. Running hot takes every day. Beyond the highlights, behind the scenes, we break it down, no in-betweens. Legacy, power, tactics, and grit. If it's in the game, we're talking it. Analytics, this, say it loud. Analytics. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Hey, we are live. What is up?
Hey,
Hey, thank you. Thank you. Analytics this. Thank you for joining us. It is Friday night. It is 9 o'clock Eastern time. I am Lou Marconi at omarconi251 on Instagram, at omarconi1973 on X. My friend and co-host, Posh Clevelander. Thank you, Posh, for joining us. How are you?
hey,
What's that? I didn't hear you.
hey.
Hey, hey, hey. Yes. Okay. So, I kind of want to get into something, and I'm going to go on my rant a little bit, but I want to explain something to people because people sometimes get a little bit cynical towards me, or they sometimes don't know exactly how to take in how I am.
We've got some new people always chiming in.
Oh, always, always. That's fine. I'm open to it. But I want to just explain how I became how I am and why I am the way I am. And the best way to do that or to explain it is, let me see. I grew up a kid that did struggle a lot with fitness and weight. I had a very high profile. I had a very athletic older brother that kind of showed me how to train and do things. And I just had to, one of those people I had to work a little bit harder at it. But then, like late in high school, I fell around the wrong type of crowd, meaning that I just let myself go. I was overweight, and I really wasn't confident, and I joked about it a lot. And I remember I was just talking to somebody about boxing and how much I loved boxing. And I said, "Hey, you want to come down to the rec center and you can learn how to box with us?" So I did. I came down there. I started doing some boxing, and I went to the Salvation Army on East 65th and Huff, which people are like, I used to go down to the ghettos of Cleveland and box. Yeah. And all I remember was I was kind of doing that too, joking about myself, doing that. And a couple of the fighters basically stopped me and got in my face and said, "Don't even talk like that in here. Do not talk like that in here." And I'm like, "What?" I was like shocked. It's like, "What do you mean?" He said, "No. They said, you see your two hands? This is all you got. And you in that ring. If you are not 100% confident, you can get killed." And they told me a story about the trainer, Clint Martin, at that gym. The kid was getting his hands taped up, and they were putting on his gloves, and he looks at him before the fight, and he goes, "You think I'm ready?" You know what he did? He went, "Forget it. Fight's off. You forfeit."
Yep.
He wouldn't even put him out there. Don't conceive it in your head. Don't speak it. Be confident. Be positive. Ever since then, and they basically got in my face because they said, "You talk like that in here, you're going to leave. We're not going to keep you here. You either change the way you are or get out." So let me just explain this to y'all. When you do these types of jokes and this ha ha ha, cheap laugh sense of humor, yeah, we're the Browns, blah, 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 we're not any good, ha ha ha. You're not doing any help. You're just doing nothing but a big disservice. You're not. You're not helping. You're just getting cheap dopamine hits to get your likes, which any dipshit can do that. I bring knowledge to the table and historical knowledge to the table, explaining why we were in the position we're in, why we're where we are right now. We were like, just before the show started, she brought up a name from a coach, a basketball coach, and she couldn't believe I knew that he coached the Cavs 40 years ago to a playoff appearance when World B. Free was our top player, Coach George Karl. She couldn't believe I knew that. Or when the Cleveland Pipers, she was talking about that team, and I was, oh yeah, George Steinbrenner owned the team back in, it was just like, yeah, the NBA, they almost became a member of the NBA before the Cavs didn't come into existence until 1970. So anyway, we could talk about the Cavs too, but my explanation is why I don't think that way and why I don't do that. And ever since then, I lost 50 pounds in 1 year. And a year after that, I went on to become a pro wrestler and win all the belts that you see over my shoulder. And years later, I went on to do amateur bodybuilding, seeing the trophies over my shoulder too. A lot of it is, it's up here. A lot of it is up here. And if you're thinking it, saying it, and speaking it into existence, you're not gonna get anywhere. Mm-hmm. That's why I am the way I am. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to do cheap laughs. I'm not going to do cheap self-deprecation humor on here. I'm not going to do it. Now, but I'm going to be honest. When we're not playing well, we're not playing well, and 5 wins isn't enough. 8 wins in 2 years isn't enough, which is why we have a new head coach.
Yep.
And there's some interesting things we're going to talk about with the new head coach. We're going to talk about what direction they might go with. Thanks, Flex. Thank you, brother. All right. So this what we're going to be doing. I think a little bit of UFL news. We're going to talk some Cavs. We're going to talk Browns mostly. And guess what? She doesn't really want to talk about it, but that game that happened last Sunday.
I want my PTO. That Patriots O-line owes me my PTO back. It wasn't even worth me taking off of work the day after the Super Bowl. It's just not even worth it. It's not even worth it. They owe me PTO.
And I see these comments say, well, the Browns never played in a Super Bowl. Well, there's 4 teams in the NFL that never played in a Super Bowl. Detroit Lions, Cleveland Browns, Jacksonville Jaguars, and Houston Texans. 2 of those teams were old school teams, but Detroit especially. But the Browns technically is not true because they had the expansion era Browns from 99 on. Mm-hmm. Jacksonville didn't exist until 1995, mm-hmm. and Houston was 2002. Mm-hmm. So let's just kind of put things in perspective because mm-hmm. the old Browns did get to the Super Bowl twice.
Yes, they did. Paul Brown.
Yeah, they did. So you want to complain, go right ahead. But that's not entirely true.
They're now counting it. They're now counting our championships. I think.
They're counting all the 4 NFL championships already counted, but the other 4 All-America football, all the records, the yardage, everything was voted in, including a 1948 undefeated season with a championship win. Mm-hmm. Only one other professional football team did that, and that was the 72 Dolphins. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I did a whole article about that for Fans First, saying, hey, that 1948 season now goes in the record books as an undefeated season.
And we coached Don, and Paul Brown coached Don Shula. So without Paul Brown, that wouldn't have happened.
And Chuck Noll. So my point being is that a lot of times, like I'd watch interviews when they were talking about the coaching position when it was still open, and Mike Pettin was on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, and Dustin Fox asked the question, says, would you tell any of your colleagues to avoid this job? And Mike Pettin kind of goes, why? There's only 32 of these jobs. Mm-hmm. Every one of these jobs has challenges. Like they're trying to make it sound like this isn't an attractive position, which there's probably other ones that are more attractive. You could say so. Okay, I can argue like, hey, the people are saying that if we would have had Jackson Dart instead of Shedeur Sanders, we would have had John Harbaugh here. You don't know that. And if we would have had Jackson Dart, we'd have taken him at 2 overall. You know what would have happened? We wouldn't have had Quinshon Judkins. We wouldn't have had Mason Graham.
Well, speaking of jobs, let's see if Jim Schwartz has one soon.
Well, Jim Schwartz could have had his job, but he left. Or just people saying like this is probably the least attractive job I think would be the Raiders, but they have a chance to draft Mendoza. I'll probably even more than that is probably the Cardinals. They don't have anything. I mean, think about it. Tennessee, maybe. I think, to be honest with you, I think, and I'm not just don't want to sound like a homer here, but I think we're in a better position than the Steelers.
Yes, the Steelers have a lot of pieces. We have O line. We really got O
Receiver.
line, wide receiver, and those pieces to work on. We
Yeah.
really do.
We have a lot of good young players on our
I
defense.
think
Yeah.
cornerback. I'm kind of side-eyeing Denzel Ward, cornerback. That's about it. Jim
I
Schwartz, I think, has bumped his head. I really think Jim, and Jim, I'm sorry, Jim. If I was Jim Schwartz's wife, I'd be like, honey, go back. Go back. I would be, if I was his wife, I would be telling him, go back. He could go. This is how Jim can come back. He could come back. He could say, hey, that fire, Browns fans, that fire that we all have. We've been disappointed. I am human just like you. I really saw myself winning the team. I apologize. You can trust me. Let's win. We are family. Please, let's do this.
They tried
You
that.
know?
They
You
tried it
think
and
they-
it didn't work. Yeah, he left. He resigned. But
He
he's still
really
in.
did. They tried that?
Yeah, that's what I heard. My understanding is that Munkin tried to keep him. They tried to keep him. He just didn't want to stay. So I'm making my bold prediction about this.
Raiders?
What's that?
You think he's going to Raiders?
I don't know where he's going. I think we're going to bring in a Tarver to be the defensive, he's the linebackers coach. We're going to elevate him. I think that's what's going to happen. Whether he's just as good as Schwartz or even better, we'll wait and see.
Say
I
the
w-
name again.
Jason Tarver, the linebackers coach,
Okay.
current linebackers coach. I think they're going to promote from within.
Okay.
And handle
Oh,
it that
promote
way.
with that. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I think they're going to do. That's just me. I also wouldn't. The other thing too is that they're going to get the Deshaun Watson insurance money. They're going to get more cap relief. They're going to restructure some deals, which we have an owner that's willing to pay to restructure deals. They're going to have about $100 million for free agents. They have 10 draft picks. They have an
Okay.
owner willing to spend money, and everybody's like, "Oh, nobody wants this job. It's the Browns." I mean, that's so stupid. That makes no sense. Todd Monken took it. He was Harbaugh begged him not to go and come to New York with him.
We got three quarterbacks, all with a chip on their shoulder. Dylan has something to prove. Shador, Deshaun, three quarterbacks that have something to
Speaking
prove.
of Deshaun, that very quietly a week ago, we didn't even know about it when we were live last week. The last two women that were accusing him had their cases dismissed. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty
Now,
quiet.
dismissed because of money? Did he throw the money?
No, there was. As far as I know, there wasn't a settlement reported. He settled with other people. And
Dismissed. That meant lack of evidence.
It could have been whatever reason it was dismissed, so their cases are gone. So it's interesting to see that. Like I said, I mean, it was a circus having Deshaun coming, but if he can play, let
By
him
all
play.
means, do
Let
it.
him,
Let's
we're
go.
paying him anyway, so
Let's go. I want Deshaun, if he can play, to play. I know Shador will absorb and learn, and Dylan will learn, and
Yeah.
absorb anything they can from him. And they'll be better for it,
well, what the Malik Willis, that guy, no, yeah, the quarterback from the Packers, backup.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, the 40 million. He's gonna command 40 million, and you already have over 40 million tied up in Deshaun. You're gonna bring him in here. He started less games than Shador did. people are, and like I said, Shador could make a nice jump next year with a training camp and Webster #1. You don't know what you got. I mean, I am going to say this, and I've heard different analysts say this about the Browns, that they're gonna be younger players. They're gonna go with more development. I think we're more in a win now mode than people realize. Than they're really.
Oh,
noticing.
but the Todd Monken pick. Oh yeah.
I
He said
think
he's saying 4th-and-1. It's 4th-and-1.
the owner himself said we should have won more games. We have a better team than this. So, and you also heard Andrew Berry talk about making a large investment in the offense. So I see a lot of trades, a lot of free agency signings, and even draft picks going towards the offense. Not all of them, but I wouldn't be surprised if we have a lot done by free agency and trades before the draft, I should say. And don't be surprised, that pick, that number 6 pick, it's Caleb Downs from Ohio State.
QB. Who's
Caleb Downs is
Caleb?
a safety. He's a safety.
Yes, let's do. I want someone. Yes, fast.
We got him. We re-signed Devin Bush. You got an elite defense.
That would be wicked. That would be wicked. Yes.
And then you
that would
can,
be
yeah.
wicked.
I mean, you
Yeah.
take, because they want to be in the position to take the best player they can at every position, and not necessarily worry that it has to be offense or it has to be this, because we have fill in needs with the draft. You don't want to be in that position to do it. So. Don't
So
be
we got.
surprised.
You said Malik Willis. We got from Packers the QB.
Yeah, we're not going to get him.
Okay. So Kirk Cousins. Could we get for a bag of chips? Because okay, we got this.
He's going to be released. He's going to be released.
Okay.
He's getting
So-
released. As far as I know, he's getting released.
Okay, but somebody can pick him up really cheap.
Of course.
Okay. Would we not want to do that? Would that be like a Flacco type of thing? Would that be?
Well, it might be. I don't know how much more Kirk Cousins has.
Okay.
I know Deshaun's going to be here, and I know Shador's going to be here. I could see. They're talking about Anthony Richardson from the Colts, and maybe for a cheap trade. Maybe we trade him Dylan Gabriel when they send us Richardson. I don't know.
Okay.
Gabriel might have to go. He might need a new place. I would also think too.
What are the Steelers going to do? I'm just imagining.
I have no idea.
Oh my gosh! I'm just
With Mike
imagining-
McCarthy coming back, the rumor is that Aaron Rodgers is going to come back for another year, and it's just like.
I'm just imagining. But you know what? What's the thing about the Steelers? It's like the morale. I think it's not just the pieces. I don't think their morale or their cohesion is there. I don't
What, with
think
the
it's
Steelers?
there. At least we've got some pieces that we need, but I think that people rally around Shador and think they generally like each other. I don't feel that with the Steelers. Something's icky. You know what I mean? I don't think there's a morale or something issue with the Steelers. I don't think so. You know what I mean? And
You
that's
think
part
well,
of-
I remember towards the season when you saw Tomlin on the sideline, he just looked tired.
Yeah, and that
He
goes
looked
back
tired,
to
and-
your That goes back to your opening take. It all starts in the mind. You
Yeah,
know, it
I
all starts
think
in
he
the mind.
just had enough. Yeah, he did it for a long time. You guys got to understand what coaches go through throughout the week and throughout the season, the grind that job can be. And it's definitely something that's taxing on you. That's for sure. Let's see here. Well, we got a lot. We got a lot of people on here. Thank you all for joining us. Yeah, Rumble tried to go live on Rumble, and for some reason it's not taken. But I'll post the show on Rumble.
Oh, no. Okay.
I'll post the
Oh,
show on
that's
Rumble
right.
tomorrow. That's all right. But we're live at a lot of other places.
Okay. Hi, other
but-
places.
I just letting people know that there's a plan. They play it close to the vest, and to hear a lot of the like the guys on the radio. Let me just explain this too. The media landscape has changed. in the last 15 years or even the last 12 years. It changed when you have people like me and you podcasting. And people coming on here just having their takes, saying their things, versus before you had your radio people, you had your TV people, you had your newspaper people, and you had your internet people. But now everybody has access. They can provide, if you can get on camera and provide content, you can do it. Guys like who's that guy? Quincy Carrier, I think, is a good one. There's other podcasters that do these things too. Quincy Carrier is the first one that came to my mind. And if you have the talent, you can get an audience and you can do it. And you did it yourself. There's no gatekeepers like there used to be. So when people put out a narrative about dysfunction, there's people like me that can say, where? How? When, believe it or not, throughout this process, in the last couple of years, they operated very functional. They just didn't win on the field the last 2 years. But otherwise, they're pretty functional. And I think, as much as I didn't always agree with everything that was done or agree with everything they did, I mean, I even said, if you're going to get rid of Stefanski, who are you going to replace him with? Well, I think they found somebody that could work.
Yeah, they answered your question. They did.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. Everybody's ready to fire people, but I said, okay, what's the rest of that?
They sat down. They sat and thought long and hard. And, and I'm sorry, I didn't, I'm proud of my prophecy, Pasha's prophecy. I knew that, when I looked into Todd and I knew that I knew it was all about who would play well with Jim Schwartz. And I just never figured that Jim would leave us. I just never thought.
I don't think they did either.
I thought that Jim understood that he was the guy for DC. I just thought Jim understood that, but I guess he really he saw this as his chance to be HC, head coach, I just thought he saw I thought he saw his role, oh boy. I don't know. I just hope he lands at a spot that he can thrive in. I don't know.
Well, I think he made his decision. He's a grown man. He knows what he did. Let's kind of move forward a little bit here too. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of rumors and a lot of things being said. Mary Kay even had a thing about saying, "Hey, Deshaun's 100% healthy. He's intriguing. He's going to be on this roster this year, and if he's healthy, they're going to give him a shot. They might as well. How good or how bad he'll be, only time will tell. You don't know. I think that shoulder injury affected him worse than people thought in 2024, and couldn't play last year. So, what do you think?
I need to know the dates of training camp. I know I'm going to football withdrawals. And spring football doesn't start till March 27th. When is training camp? They're relaxing.
I don't even think I know the dates yet. It's usually, it's usually the end of July.
Oh my gosh, that's long away. Okay, so
yeah, we're talking 5 months. You're talking 5 months. It's tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay. And speaking of which, guys, start planning, guys. The Super Bowl next year is on Valentine's Day.
Flex thinks that you could see Deshaun do well. Hey, he's being paid. He's not tradable. He can't cut him. You might as well bring him in and try to play him and see what he can do. I mean, we're at a point now.
Yeah, let's see how. If JOK is healthy, remember JOK. If JOK is healthy, let's bring him in.
Oh yeah, I mean, the other thing that I thought was interesting too was, I was just gonna say, what other people are saying, like we're in that win now mode. G. Bush, who's another podcaster, but he was on the radio too, and he played. I enjoy his content, but he's a pro Shador guy, which I'm pro Browns. I want to see the Browns win, whether it's Shador or Deshaun. Okay, let's put this in perspective. But he said he thinks that this team's expecting to win 7 to 9 games this year.
Mhm.
What do you think?
I'm no less than 7. No less than 7. No less than 7 and grazing the playoffs. It's and yeah, no less than 7. I was looking at our season, our home and away. We have that available now. No less than 7. We can do this. We can do this.
No less than
Especially
7.
with I know we're gonna have another back to back smart draft. I know we're
Let's
going to
hope.
have a good draft.
Yeah, because people are ready to fire everybody, but well, how come Barry didn't get fired? I mean,
No.
yeah, I think they think the roster's better than we do, than we think it is. I think that's why they think they have the players and the talent to win more games. So it's on the coach at that point.
Yeah.
If you want, I mean, we could talk about this. If you look at who we play, okay, we play the Jets and the Giants, both in New York. We play the Raiders here. We've got our usual 6 games in the division. We have 4 games in the AFC South, and we have 4 games in, I believe it is the NFC South. Yes. Yeah, so we play Carolina, we play Tampa, we play Atlanta, we play the Saints.
Get those games out of your head. Get the Falcons game, the Baker game. Just take it as another game.
just
Just
yeah,
take it as a business trip.
And then we have Jacksonville, Houston.
If Shorts makes it on the Raiders, just make a plan for that.
I think we have the
plan for that.
Colts, and if I'm not mistaken,
If Gabriel goes to the Colts, just make a plan for that. You got to come up with some different plans for that. Anticipate.
Tennessee. Yeah, I think we go to Tennessee. If I'm not mistaken, I think we go to Jacksonville, and we have the Colts here and the Texans here. We go to Tampa. I think we have Atlanta here. The Saints game is supposed to be in New Orleans, but I think it's going to be in Paris.
In Paris. Now that
And-
one we can take. That one we might take.
And we got
that's a
Carolina
lot.
here. And we got the 3 divisional games
Let's see if
here.
we get a bye week as opposed to last year.
We went to
Let's see if
Pittsburgh.
we
We
get a
go to
bye
Pittsburgh.
week.
Yeah. Well, I told that to Steeler fans. I said, guys, I mean, you guys were coming off your bye week, and we were coming back from London. I mean,
Yes, let's get a
I
bye
said,
week.
and
after
even we were
one
we're trying to tell their fans, like, hey, you guys got into a cupcake part early in your schedule, and that's what happened. And they barely made the playoffs. They barely won and made it to the playoffs. Baltimore's guy missed an easy field goal. Otherwise, they would have been in the playoffs, and they probably wouldn't have fired Harbaugh. So, but let's just okay. So then, the AFC South, yeah. Let's just kind of go through this. I mean, if you think about AFC South, NFC South's not really that hard. Really, it's not. I mean, the Jacksonville and Houston are going to be tough. Tennessee still,
That's what I was looking at. That's what I
yeah,
was
we got
looking
Tennessee
at.
and the Colts, which depends if Daniel Jones can play or not. Then you got the NFC South is not that good,
Yes.
and the Giants. I hate to say this, but there's a reason why Dable got fired. They sucked. The Jets are the Jets, and the Raiders are the Raiders. So, if we could at least split, just split our divisional games, which last 2 years with worse teams we won 2.
Yep. The Steelers are still building. I say this year, let's run the table. I say this is the year we run the
We're gonna
table.
go 6-0 in the division. Oh,
No,
if we
let's
go
run the
6-0
table
in the
with
division,
Steelers.
we win the
Let's run the
division.
table. Let's win both of our Steelers games. I'm gonna give us
Both the Steelers games.
Yeah. I'm
Let's see.
giving us
Let's
the-
see how the schedule's not even out yet. But I'm just kind of
Yeah,
going over
I
who our
predict
opponents are.
we win both of our Steelers games.
Okay, so we win both the Steelers games, so we win 4. If you win 4 divisional games, and then you split the other 2 divisions, the AFC South, that's 8 wins. That's 8 wins right there.
That's what I'm saying. 7 to 8 wins. That's what I'm
We
saying.
beat the Raiders here. We beat them last year in Las Vegas. They'll
Yeah.
probably be a different team or a better team,
If
but
Shador's playing, yeah, that's going to be like his first win. Yeah, yeah.
then you got we go to the Giants and to the Jets. So I mean, look, I mean, think about it. I mean, right there. If we win 4 divisional and we split the other divisions, that's 8 wins, without the other 3 games.
I want
You
Carson
would too.
and Mason playing like the rookie year, that fire still with them. Um, I want them to be motivated. I want still some solid help. I just want our O line cooking.
Yeah, I would
I
keep
just,
a name. I heard a name to look out for with Buffalo. A guy coming getting traded to the Buffalo's high second round pick last year, Keon Coleman. Top could be a number 1 wide receiver potentially that Andrew Berry could trade for. Young guy, cheap contract, could give up like a 5th round pick to get him. It's very possible because Buffalo wants to get rid of him. So that's a guy we could get. There's other trades and free agency signings we could do to fix things. So before we even get to the draft, so that's what I was saying. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself looking at the schedule. But you
yeah,
figure if you win 4 divisional games, you could win. I mean, hell, we should have won 3 last year. We should have swept the Bengals. To be honest with you, we should
yeah.
have. And I think too we got screwed with the Pittsburgh game because I would love to beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh this year so they can boo during Renegade after the 3rd quarter. I would love it. It's like I said, there's a lot that can happen between now and
Yeah,
opening day. So there's
yeah.
so much that can happen. But the point is that it's that mentality that people like to carry, that negativity. Believe it or not, guys, this is another thing that'll shock you. There's people I have pushed out of my life because of that. Because the
Wow.
people that you're around with will drag you down. No
That's
explanation, nothing.
taking
Just,
a
no, I'm
stand.
done.
That is taking a stand.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, the best summer I had in my life when I was a teenager, when I was getting ready for football, it was the summer before my junior year, when all I did was work out and train and work. I had a summer job for the city, and I trained and I ran and I did all this. I was ready for football. It was like, aren't you going to have any fun? I said, this is fun. This is
Yep.
my fun. I like to train. I found my calling when I was 16. So it's just that's why I said their idea of fun was smoking pot, and drinking beers, or do whatever they do. I didn't like to do that. It just kind of that bullshit dragged me down, and I saw it was dragging me down. And a lot
And
of
look
those
at
guys,
them.
a lot of those
Look
guys
them
that
up.
quit hanging.
Look them up on Facebook and see where they are.
Well, I could tell you one of them's not alive anymore because he
Yeah.
got into heavy drugs. Yeah. So I mean, that negativity can drain on you in relationships, including friendships. So I'm just saying, I did that. I just don't think that way. Posh will tell you. She knows me. My friends, people around me, my wife, they'll tell you. I'm not. I don't think that way. I'm not that way. And hey, trust me, your life will get better if you start not just being positive about everything. You can be realistic, but if you think you're a loser, you believe you're a loser. Guess what? You are. Every morning when I was training to be a wrestler or to be a bodybuilder, my feet hit the floor when I woke up. The first thought that popped into my head was, what am I going to do today to be a champion? That's what I said to myself every morning.
And 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 did you go from zero bloated stomach to perfect abs in a day? No, you were. It was
Worked
like
my
big,
ass
it was
off.
like little steps. It was baby steps.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
the
it
gradual
was
progress.
starting off. I'm gonna do 2 reps 5 times. You took it one step at a time.
Well, comparison is the thief of joy. And we compare ourselves to other teams and other franchises. Well, the Patriots won these Super Bowls. The Steelers won these. Don't.
But
When
we
I-
want it in a hurry, though. We
want. Yeah, we want it. We don't.
This is the era of Ozempic. We want it in a hurry.
But
you
they
know.
don't understand the journey. It's not the
want it in a
destination. The learning and the growth comes in the journey to the destination. So here we go. The thing that I loved about bodybuilding the most was I was competing against myself.
Yeah.
I was trying to beat the guy in the mirror. Beat what I did last week. I had everything documented on my phone. Okay, I did this exercise, this many reps, this many sets. How am I going to beat it? I'm going to either increase the reps, increase the weight, or both. And that's how I did it. And
Did
it
you
just
worry
that,
about what other people were looking at or seeing you
no,
do? No, you were
but at the same time, I was at Titans in Menor, which is that's a competitive gym. These are all
Okay.
power
It's a
lifters,
lump sum. It's a
bodybuilders,
lump sum.
male and female competitors. I was around people that were really top shape. I had to be around the right people. Those people
They
think the
weren't
same.
thinking about you.
Was it those people have the same mindset? You know, be around other competitors. Don't because I go to the YMCA. No offense to those people, they're not in the same level. Or even worse, the corporate fitness center where I work.
Oh my gosh. They're
was
just
a-
there just to have an excuse, this network, probably.
There was a guy on the leg press doing not half reps, not quarter reps, but like 1/10 reps while playing a game on his fucking phone.
Oh gosh.
And I was this close to just chewing his ass out.
Oh
saying,
my gosh.
why are you even bothering?
Oh my gosh. I am
You're
down
not getting
with-
anything out of this. You're just wasting time.
I want to shout out you, my Twitter followers, and a gym I go to because I go to a gym. I belong to two gyms, and the gyms I go to, you can hear a pin drop because everyone is motivated, everyone is moving. If
Yeah.
people on their phone, it's because they're on a phone app. You know, they're on a phone app that helps them organize their exercise. There are hot girls, but the hot girls, they're on their phone app charting their exercise. It is the best gyms that I belong to. I'm serious. I know I'm down weight because of them. Because of the gym.
That's good. You're getting progress. I saw this other trade where the Cowboys get pick 6 and pick 39, and the Browns get pick 12 and pick 20.
Yeah, we can fill some O-line gaps there.
Yeah, we could do something there. We'll see. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm not gonna worry about that. But hey, since we're on here, we talked Browns, we talked this. I went over through my whole rant and everything else.
Yeah, we did. I want to.
what,
That's a new
what
tradition.
did-
I want to open the show with lose rant.
Well, it makes. Well, I told you, it was at that moment where I'm like, oh, they were trying to help me. They're setting me straight.
So positive.
What's that?
I want to. Yeah, I'm glad you did because we want to know why is it. Besides being a wrestler, I mean, why are you so positive? You started off with boxing. I never knew that. I never knew that you started off with boxing.
Yeah.
And you definitely had to be positive. Boxing in the ghettos of Cleveland, because I grew up East 55th in Lexington, and you better have, especially if you coming downtown, being a white boy, I'm gonna say it like that. You better have some pride in yourself. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You
I was
better
in-
have some pride in yourself.
East 65th and
Yeah.
Huff. They're
Oh.
like,
You were over in Huff?
well, it was even funnier because I'm down there and I started training, and next thing you
There is a
know,
rec, you're not lying. There is a
Clip-
rec center over in Huff. I know exactly where you were, dear.
there was a Salvation Army there. Yeah, so
Yep, I know
went.
exactly where
I
you
go down in the gym and train. Next thing we know,
Mm-hmm.
there's like all these how can I say this? Oh, Clint thought it was hilarious. All these black girls start coming down and watching me, and he's like,
Yep.
I was like
They
a novelty. I was like a novelty to him. Yeah. it was fun.
Yes. They were amazed the fact you braved the hood to come over there.
Like,
Yes,
who's a white
I
guy?
grew up over there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was no big deal. No, I was fine with it. It was the guys in the gym I was cool with. It was the ones outside I was worried about.
Yeah.
Well, this actually happened. I was on my way there. It was on a Saturday morning, and I got pulled over. Cop pulled me over, and he wondered what I was doing there. And I had my duffel bag in my front seat.
Yes.
He thought I was,
Yes.
what are you doing here? And I said, well, I'm going to the gym there. I was speeding. I was running late. I said, I was going to the gym there. I'm going to go train to box. I said, my boxing gear's in the bag.
Let me
And he goes, I said, yeah, Clint Martin's gym. And he knew who Clint was, and he went, huh, okay. And like he kind of thought about it, and he's like, all right.
He was was making sure you weren't a duffel bag boy. Let me just
Or
put
I
it that
was
way.
making sure I wasn't doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing. So,
Yeah.
speaking of which, let's
You weren't
talk
a
this
duffel
out
bag.
here.
I
No, no,
learned
no. I
every
think
day on this
I
show.
I want to make a point about one other Cleveland team that I think it's kind of very quietly they become a championship contending team,
What
and
is
it's
that?
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
What? We've been struggling. We have been struggling.
We
I've seen
let me show you some
progress.
stat. This is a stat show. This is analytics. This is a stat
Okay.
show.
Okay.
They've had the best record in the NBA since December 29th.
Okay.
They
Okay.
won 5 in a row before the All-Star break.
Okay.
They made the James Harden trade, and
Which
they
one I forget about. Okay.
Dennis Schrader trade as well. So they made some trades. Getting rid of Ball, I think, was a add addition by subtraction. Personally, so they look to be a contending team. I would not be surprised in June if this team's playing in the NBA Finals.
We will see.
I would not. I'm serious. I mean, we're climbing up. That we'll probably get at least the number 2 seed. One up facing Detroit in the conference finals. Probably. That's what it looks like, and I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we made the right moves. This team is looking real good. They're only going to get better if they get healthy with Mobley, Allen, and
Okay.
Mitchell and Harden. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean they did great. They
Okay.
did great. I think it's a team to watch out for. And also, I think I'm going to look this up. You want to look this up because I swear to God, I saw it that Chloe Kim and Miles Garrett got engaged. Let me pull that up.
I did try to pull it up. We talked about it. I need a second to be a girl if this is true. I need a second to be a girl. Yes, he did. Wait a
Yep.
minute. Wait a
He
minute.
popped the question. I saw it on Facebook. I swear. So Miles Garrett and Chloe Kim got engaged. She won a silver medal in the snowboarding at the Winter Olympics in Milan, Italy. Correct. And he unanimously won the Defensive Player of the Year award. And Carson Schlesinger overwhelmingly won Defensive Rookie of the Year. So we have a lot going on. Go ahead.
We are the center of the universe. Between Coco Jones, the beautiful chocolate actress Coco Jones, is engaged to Donovan Spidey Mitchell, and Miles Garrett engaged to Chloe.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I
I
knew
need
you'd
a
like
second
that.
to be a girl.
Yeah, he popped the question after he did. I said they got engaged. Congratulations to Miles and Chloe. Thank you.
Oh gosh, the pictures coming in from from the Olympics, them kissing on the slopes, him wearing her. I need a second to gush to be a girl.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's why I
God.
told you. Folks, people watching the show, she didn't know about this until I told her right before the show. She had no idea, right? Right, Posh? You didn't know. You weren't.
No, I did not know. I did
Yeah.
not know. You know, as you guys know, Miles was my side imaginary boyfriend. So my imaginary
Yeah.
boyfriend. So I did let him go in my mind. In my mind, I did let him go, and we did
Right.
break up when I found out about Chloe. So I am in.
I'm sure
I
he's
already-
heartbroken. Yeah.
Yes. So, but Miles was my imaginary side boyfriend. Sorry, Flex, but
Yeah. No. He's probably rolling his eyes. I'll just tell you, no. I'll tell you right. No, I'll tell you right now. It's just that it's great that he's engaged and everything else. Hey, tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
I know. In my mind, yes, in my mind, he was in my mind.
Yeah,
my
in your
son.
mind. Well, in reality, I'll be. Let me just tell you what we have to do because the babysitting plans didn't go through. Because
Okay.
I'm not going to explain why, but we're actually making it into a family dinner, and we're doing family movie night, and yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So
I am doing the same thing. The other week, I asked my boyfriend. I wanted to go to the steakhouse for dinner,
What? Ruth?
And
Would you say Ruth Chris Steakhouse or what steakhouse?
no, I wish it was. I don't want to. I don't want to say the steakhouse.
Oh,
Okay.
you don't have to. No, Ruth Chris is really good.
I wish it was Ruth Chris. Okay.
It's
Okay.
expensive, but I've eaten at Ruth
Yeah.
Chris. Yeah.
But it's like the quality when you eat out is just the customer service is just dropping, and and I'm so appreciative of my significant other, but I'm eating the steak and I'm like, I know I can make this at home better. And I told him, I'm like, I'm making us a steak dinner and potato. And he's like, it's Valentine's Day. I'll take you. I'm like, honey, I'm making us a steak dinner. Because
Oh, a home cooked meal is awesome. That's great.
exactly,
I've
exactly.
done
And
that.
then
I've grilled steaks on date
exactly,
night. Yeah.
exactly. Because it's like it's a shame to it's like, gosh, man, and we went out to eat after we went to the Battlehawks fan rally. We went to the Battlehawks fan rally
Awesome.
and everything, and
Yeah, that's a good segue
it
into
was
the
fun.
UFL. UFL
It
before we
was
take it
really
over.
fun. Yep, it was really fun. A segue into the UFL news. So the fan rallies have been going on. We went to the Battlehawks fan rally. It was really good. Everyone's been attending their fan rallies. I got a hug, and I think I don't know if you guys saw it, but I got a hug from one of the most famous UFL players, 2024 Sportsman of the Year, Travis Feeney.
Cool.
Um, I've had some off the record conversations with him. He's awesome. And so at a nice social place that has ping pong and has different things. I think that may become a new place for me and my significant other. But it's really cool there. But and also Columbus, they did their fan rally. The photos and video was well attended there. News for the going on. Shout out to my DM that I got about this. Noble is going to be one of the sponsors for the uniforms. We're expecting the uniform drop here real soon.
Yep.
Tito Overton, wide receivers coach, assistant coach at Indiana. He's going to be the wide receivers coach for the Columbus Aviators here real soon. So football is back real soon, March 27th. I think in 2 weeks, the players are going to be reporting to camp in Arlington. So as you know, even though we will have football in Columbus, the players will be. That's how they save money. The players will be flying out of Arlington into Columbus for the games, and they will fly back out into Arlington. That's how they kind of save money through that. But they still will be doing things in the community. They've already started doing things in the community, trying to make ties into the community there. I want to be coming in town. You'll see me in town. I'm going to try to come out to at least 1 or 2 games. I'll be coming around, come to the Columbus
To
game.
Columbus for those. Okay, cool. I appreciate this, Posh. Appreciate you, the UFL stuff. Yeah, and I'd say people keep an eye out what the Browns are going to be doing. The combine's going to be coming up in a few weeks. I say I know free agency starts around March 12th,
Okay.
and that'll be the time to know. That's when the league year starts. That's when we're going to see things happening. So we're about a month away, and we're in that
Okay.
lag time now, and there's a lot of speculation and a lot of talk.
Okay, March 12th combine. Okay.
No. Combine's 2 weeks. Combine
Combine.
is
Oh, the combine in Indiana is 2 weeks.
yeah, February 27th
February 27th,
through March. I want to say 1st, but I might be
March 1st. Okay.
yeah.
And then what's March
March 12th, beginning of free agency. League year
free
starts.
agency? Okay, and that's when Kirk Cousins is a free man.
But I think he's going to be a post June 1st cut.
Okay.
So because that way it spreads out over the salary cap.
Okay.
That's the salary cap reason why they do that.
Okay.
So like this, like I said, if Watson in 2027 will be cut in June after June 1st of 2027, he's going to be here next year with
Okay.
the void years added and everything else. So we're going to kind of keep our eyes and ears on the ground. I would say don't be surprised, trades start happening.
Okay.
and I would see trades. I would see like I would. One thing that Andrew Barry said after the season was over, and Stefanski was fired the next Monday, which is hey, they made the move. They made the move. He said you expect a heavy investment in the offense. They have
Yes.
a plan. They have a plan.
Yes,
they're
they
going
have a
to
plan.
see a lot of turnover on offense, not only with coaches but also with players because the offense sucked overall. It
Yeah.
did.
Oh yeah, and Njoku's a Njoku Wednesday. I think
Yeah,
Wednesday.
he
Yeah.
pretty much said he was out, which I think we already knew. And I wish him the
Yeah.
best. I wish him the best. He was
Yeah.
hurt all year. He really wasn't on the field, and
He's
Harold
getting
Faden
some
made him
weight too.
expendable.
He got a little soft, got a little husky for a tight end there. You
Yeah.
know, he got a little husky there. But 9 years, we're proud of him. Most importantly, who's going to sponsor my favorite event, the Celebrity Softball Tournament?
Well, we'll have to figure that out later.
It's going to be explosive if Shador does it. Oh my goodness. Um,
Who knows? Who knows?
it's
But
going to be crazy.
David, we appreciate the years you gave us, the time you gave us. You've been a great player. Nothing lasts forever. Players go, coaches go.
Yeah.
Players come and go, coaches come and go. Even sometimes owners come and go. But it's the team that I root for. It's the Cleveland Browns that I root for. I want whoever's playing quarterback. I want to succeed. Whoever's coaching the team, I want them to succeed. I am Browns first. So instead of having all you said, hey, this quarterback's my guy. I'm a Shador guy. I'm a Cleveland Browns guy. Okay. Okay. I wanted to see whoever was playing be successful, and I appreciate everybody letting us be successful while we're here on Friday. Do you have anything to say before we close it out?
Nope. Just be sure to check out Soul Power. The video from Prime Video is out February 12th. It came out. The reviews are good for it. I saw the reviews for it. George Carl, Coach George Carl. I
Former coach of the
retweeted
Cavs,
right
yeah.
before. Yeah, I retweeted right before the show. I reached out.
Did you see the new renderings of the Brook Park Stadium for the Browns?
Do you have renderings?
I don't have them here on me, but they're available online. Yeah,
What? Okay, I would love to.
they
You have
released some.
that?
They're just more detailed pictures. The one lawsuit's still happening about the unclaimed funds, which
Oh, yeah.
that's still pending. But I think the opening the breaking ground ceremony, I should say, is expected March 3rd.
March 3rd. Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
but I heard there was
Is
going to
that
be a
open to the
decision.
public?
There's going to be a decision. Yeah, of course, it's going to be on TV and everything. They're expecting a decision on that lawsuit about the unclaimed funds, but because I could see a judge saying, "Well, you have the chance to get your money, so where's the loss?" Because whenever you're suing, you got to prove a loss. Now he
Yeah.
could sue saying, "Hey, they're making it too difficult," but that doesn't. And really,
Yeah.
a lot of that money has been sitting there for well over 10, 12,
Yeah.
15 years.
So every Ohioan can check to see if they have money.
Of course, there's nothing
Yeah.
stopping you from claiming your money. There's nothing stopping it. And plus, it's a loan. They're going to pay it back. They're not stealing it. So it's all the semantics and the language, it's BS. Like the whole thing about the stadium was BS. People saying, "Oh, I remember the Mayor Bibb tried to play the race card, saying that this will affect minorities," and I kind of went, "Well, how? I mean, can have you
I
been
got
to
my money.
have you been to Brook Park? Have you been to the airport, Posh?
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yes.
So has anything stopped you from going to the airport because you're a person of color?
There is. I've used the airport driving, and I've used one time. One time I've used the MetroLink system, the Metro Rapid Transport system.
Yeah.
To
So
come in town.
but there was nothing stopping you being a person of color from going to Brook Park.
No.
Thank you.
I've
It was the
used
dumbest
Rapid.
goddamn thing I ever heard. It was the
Yeah.
dumbest thing I ever heard.
Yeah,
know.
you used the Rapid.
It was. I said I did something. and said something like I said. I called it soft bigotry of low expectations,
Yeah, yeah,
and it's insulting the way sometimes
It's
people like
insulting.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you use I've used the rapid. The rapid system is really, it's actually Cleveland's rapid system actually is better than a lot of communities.
I use the Rapid for every home game. I go to
It,
the
it's
Shaker
actually
and
really
Green.
better than a lot of communities. St. Louis has a rapid system that lets you go to the baseball games where you can
Oh, at
park
Bush
and
Stadium.
walk.
At Bush Stadium.
Yeah, yes, the
Okay.
Bush stadiums and things like that. A lot of people use
All right.
There.
I'm gonna start playing the music. Keep talking.
Yep, yep. And St. Louis has done its job to maybe increase security
Yeah.
for the people there too.
I'm not playing you off. Don't worry. I just like to just start it. Thank you guys. All right, we're done talking. We're done talking. I'm just gonna play the music. Oh, I
Yeah.
can't get to Brook Park. I'm Italian. They don't let us in there. Yeah. Yeah, we don't take Conley to your top here in Brook Park.
What would stop me at Brook Park are the fish fry time, the Lent time, the fish fries, and stopping at the parishes to get fish fries. That would be my holdup. Because all those old ladies at the fish fries. Oh gosh, this is the best time of year. Girl Scout cookie time.
And fish fries for lunch.
Yes, so I gotta
Yep.
stay on the
Next
track.
Wednesday is Ash Wednesday, so please,
Yes.
Ash Wednesday, give up being an asshole for lunch. How about that? Good night, everybody.
Yes. Pray for me. This is the hardest
Oh
time.
yes. I will always pray for you.
Go Browns.
Go Browns.